Hey guys, Angus here. Got another Airsoft video for you guys today. And as you can tell, we're outside. It's been a while since we've been in this specific place, but today we do have a performance test. What we're going to be doing is not only chronoing the gun in my hands, we're also going to be taking a few shots downrange to see how accurate it is. Now, the gun we're going to be taking a look at today is obviously this one. This is the G&G CM16 or Combat Machine M4. Obviously in black. You can also purchase it in tan. There'll be a link down below in the description to airsoftstation.com where you can purchase it for about $140. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of the details here for this performance test. As always, we're going to start off by chronoing the gun. There's a couple things you obviously need to know. First off, what are we going to be chronoing the gun with? Well, we've got our 30-round metal magazine gassed up with green gas and filled with 0.2 gram BBs. We'll also have our hop-up shut off for the chrono portion. One last thing you need to take into account here, we're doing this in kind of almost winter. It's fall, it's 50 degrees out. That can affect the GBB's performance. Therefore, the FPS or rate of fire might be a little bit lower than what it would be in a regular warmer temperature. But with that being said, let's give it a shot, see how hard this gun's firing in 50 degrees. Alright, so we've got the Extra-Tech chronograph set up. Let's go ahead, see how hard this gun fires. Again, 0.2 gram BBs. 401.6. 387.3, 400.7, 388.3, 391.3, 377.9, dropping a little bit, and 381.2. So it looks like you might average around the 380 to 400 FPS area. Now let's go ahead, see how fast this gun fires, rounds per minute. As far as rate of fire goes, I was trying to get some shots through there, but the mag was just cooling down way too much. Rate of fire slowing, as is typical with the gas blowback guns. Here's one of the readings I got, probably the most accurate. I got some pretty insane readings there. We got about 785 rounds per minute. That's with the mag cooled down quite a bit. So you might be getting a little bit higher. As you can see, 783 rounds per minute converts to about 13.5 rounds per second. Alright, so taking a look at the chronograph results there, the one we can solidly look at is feet per second. And we're looking at the 380 to the 400 feet per second area out here in 50 degree weather. So I have to say, this is probably a gun that'll shoot pretty hard when it's hot in the summer, 90 degrees. I did chrono it indoors earlier, about 70 degree area. I got about the 415 FPS mark. So the FPS on this gun, very solid. If you want to use this as a field weapon, go right ahead. Quite a high FPS, not really going to be CQB, but certainly good for field. As far as rate of fire goes, again, I'm sorry that I couldn't exactly show you me chronoing it, but with the magazine somewhat cooled down, we got about 785 rounds per minute, which transfers into about 13 rounds per second. So a solid rate of fire on a fairly cooled down mag. One of the cons of the GBB full auto is that as the mag gets colder, the rate of fire decreases. Probably on a fresh mag, you might even see 1,000 rounds per minute, but more so around 900. So overall, the chrono results are pretty nice. Now let's go ahead and take a few shots downrange to see how accurate this gun is. We are going to be adjusting our hop-up, and the only thing we're going to be changing is we're going to be changing up the ammunition in the magazine. Instead of 0.2 grams, we're going to be using 0.25 grams for the best accuracy. We'll be shooting from about 120 feet away, so let's go ahead and take a few shots. Alright, so we've got our target set up down here. We're going to go ahead and take a few shots from about 120 feet away. Going to be starting off with a couple semi-shots, and then we'll try and get a full auto burst in. Sorry for the crude lawn chair target, guys. It is a little bit crude, but it actually works out rather well, as you'll see in a few seconds. So, let's go ahead, 0.25 gram BBs, take a few shots. Now let's go ahead and give full auto a try. Alright, so taking a look at some of the results we saw on that accuracy test, you know, a little bit iffy with the cooled down mag, but we did see some decent accuracy, at least on semi-auto. 0.25 grams of hop-up, slightly tweaked from the normal position, and we saw some pretty accurate shots going downrange. Took a little bit for me to get on target, but eventually they were slapping right in there and all staying in the general area. If you look at the actual groupings, you'll notice none were flying off to the sides. They were all staying right in there, right around the lawn chair. Full auto, I wish I could have given you guys a little bit better of an example, but at the point that we were shooting, the magazine was so cooled down from the chrono and then the shooting that, well, didn't exactly want to fire full auto. Though the BBs for the one successful burst I got off did stay in a straight line and managed to come into the general area of the lawn chair. So overall, the accuracy on this gun is exactly what I expected. G&G traditionally has a pretty nice hop unit, and it's certainly evident on their gas blowback combat machine. So with that being said, this has been the performance test for the G&G Armament gas blowback combat machine M4 by Deathcore Airsoft. Overall, nice gun, higher FPS, solid rate of fire, and some pretty good accuracy. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.